Hello, I just want to make a quick video on this Alpesh Patel character. He's on TikTok and YouTube and just is either financially illiterate or trying to scam people. He's a hedge fund manager and tries to push people towards his own fund, I guess. But he does that by lying to people about the correct way to invest in their future. So let's look at the video that I have picked.
Okay, let's start with Vanguard US Equity Index then. Yes, it was up 17% in 2023.
Okay, so this is on the Vanguard website. This is the U.S. Equity Index Fund that he's referring to. On the price and performance category, you can see 2023, the total return was actually 18.61%. So his numbers are wrong, but not egregious at this point.
When the very index it tracks, the S&P 500, was up 25%.
Okay, so now he's saying that the benchmark was 25% and they failed to hit that and they underperformed. But in fact, you can see the benchmark is 18.66% and they were very close to achieving that. The brilliant hedge fund manager is confused because the benchmark is actually the S&P total market index, not the S&P 500. This is not just because they wanted a lower benchmark, it's because these are different funds and this portfolio will have lower risk. So your returns, they're not going to be as high, but they're also not going to be as low when the market dips like in the year prior.
And the NASDAQ 100 was up 55%.
So I really don't understand why he's bringing that up. That's why I think that he's just willfully deceiving people and not ignorant, especially considering the credentials that he has. The NASDAQ 100 has nothing to do with the topic of discussion. It's just a matter of risk versus reward, and he's not going to tell you the year prior the NASDAQ 100 dropped almost 4 times more than this Vanguard fund, just because it's riskier. That's all it is.
So, didn't beat its benchmark. Let's take 2022. It was down 11%.
Wrong again, Alpesh. It was down though.
So let me get this straight. Over 2 years, you got a 0% return. You might still think I'm being unfair. 2 years, of course, is not a very long period of time. Maybe we should look over a longer period. Okay, let's just go back all the way to October 2021. From October 2021 to October 2023, sorry, only 2 years again, 0% return.
All right, this is where it gets really bad in my opinion. So he picks a random date conveniently, October 2021. That's a peak, and then compares it 2 years from then, which in fact is a 0% return. But when you cherry pick dates like this, you can manipulate data in any way you want. I can do the same thing and say, well, let's just pick a random date like March 2020. It's at 115, and compare it to if I sold late 2021. So that's less than 2 years, about 18 months, and over a 100% return. I'm a goddamn genius. But that's not how reality works. You can't just cherry pick dates like this.
I don't deny sometimes it goes up, but it seems not to go up more than the benchmark when it does go up. What more free passes do you want me to give it? It loses money, it gives you 0% return and underperforms the benchmark. You asked me, I'll do the others in a moment.
That's 3 strikes, Mr. Patel. All 3 of those are wrong. The fund obviously is not losing money. These are pretty incredible returns since the inception. When it was created in 2009, it's only lost money 1 year, actually. These are a lot more than 0% returns, especially when you compound these numbers, which I'll do in a little bit. And you can see it's meeting its benchmark very well. It looks like every year it's just trailing it by 0.04 to 0.05% ish, which probably comes down to trading costs or fees. And here's a pretty crazy example. If you invested $100,000 into this fund the second it was created, By the end of 2023, you would have $649,000. So over 6 point, or just about 6.5 times the amount of money that we started with. So I would say that's a pretty good investment vehicle. I would not call 100,000 to 6 point or 650,000 0% return. I wouldn't call that losing money. So in conclusion, I know that 30 people will probably watch this video, but if it convinces just one person not to give this scam artist your hard-earned money, then my time was well spent. I find it pretty crazy on TikTok and all kinds of social media how people will lie to you and manipulate you to just get any money that they can. My personal financial advice is investing in low cost index funds are a great way to secure your financial future, but there's many different ways that you can do that. I would just make sure that it's a low cost index fund.